How are you? How are you doing? It's your mathematics teacher, okay, the pioneer in methods with you again. Today we are going to focus on the revision for grade 12, okay, pure of maths, okay. And let's say through this revision we'll try to answer your questions, okay, and also train yourselves and train you to prepare yourself for the final exam. Okay, let's start. Okay, I will just see where can yes, I will share my screen. Okay, select entire screen. Okay, and like that. Okay, now we started on this. As you know, every one of you is ready for examining his or her final exam, okay, of math. That's why the target here is to help you and to guide you, okay, where possible, of course. And I wish that everything is clear for you. Just I will inform you learn that I am online, okay. So, okay, I will go to YouTube, okay, for grade 12. Grade 12. Okay. So at least try to join. Okay. And let's say let your friends say join the lecture. Okay, because it's very important for you. Okay. And what else? Okay. So we continue. We told that join join your multi destination online revision. Okay, revision. Okay. So learners, we continue to that we will try to focus on some questions that always will be in the final exam of methods. Okay, and let's start now. Okay. So here the question: if two fair spinners, each with four faces, numbered 1 to 4, are thrown together, and the product of numbers indicated on each spinner is recorded, what is the probability of the spinners indicating a product which is a square number? Okay. So to answer to this question, learners, I'll just try to, okay, we have 4. I will use here 5. Okay. Well, to put it there. Okay. So to solve this question, learners, I will just do like that. Okay, I will try to open a new document. Okay, and here I'm going to insert, let's say, a table with 5 columns and 5 rows. Okay, 5 rows like that. Let's see, the first spinner consists of, in fact, 4 numbers. Okay, I will try to insert, let's say, another column. Okay, I set another column, okay, to the left or to the right, whatsoever. So this is learners is number 1, okay, number 2, okay, number 3, and this is number 4. This is for the first spinner, okay, first, first, first spinner, okay. And for the second one, I will just write like that. This is 1, then 2, then 3. Sorry, this is then 3, and this is 4. Now we are going to, let's say construct the space diagram, space sample diagram. Okay, where the possible outcomes, let's say, will be figured out here. So 1 by 1 is, in fact, 1 by 1 is 1. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. 1 multiplied by 3, learners, is 3. 1 by 4 is 4. And then we have 2 by 1 is 2, means you are going to multiply simply because the question here is that you are going to record all the product of these numbers. Okay, that indicates on each spinner. Okay, so therefore this is we told 2 multiplied by 1 is okay is 2, and 2 by 2 is 4, and 4 by, let's say, 3 by 2 is 6, and this one is 8. Okay, this is 8. I will write here 8. And therefore we got 3 by 1 is 3. Okay, and 3 by 2 is 6. Okay, 3 by 3 is 9. Okay, and 3 by 4 is 12. And the last one, 4 by 1 is 4, and 4 by 2 is 8, and let's say 4 by 3 is 12, and 4 by 4 is 16. Okay, now learners, I will try to this is, of course, we call this spinner 1, and this one is spinner 2. Okay, I will make them like that. Okay, okay, this is spinner 2. Okay, first spinner and second spinner. So therefore, learners, I will just use this one, these techniques. Okay, I will try to use paint, and okay, this is paint, Control V, and I will, let's say, now across this one. Okay, just I'm needing for this one. Okay, or I'll just cut this. This it will be here. Okay, this is also, it will be like that. Okay, this is the last column, and the first column, and the first row, and the fourth columns. Okay, so now, learners, I will just paste this there. Okay, and to show the work for you. Okay, therefore I'll just plug this here. This is now, learners, is the simple space diagram for this equation. Okay, if we are going, let's say, I'll just go back. Okay, here we have the question is looking for the square numbers. Okay, square numbers. I will make this is small, so that, let's say, yes. Okay, this is also like that. Okay, now I will put this here. Okay, make cat, then I will insert a square. Okay, this one. Okay, now, learners, it's clear that I will do this here. Okay, this is, learners, is is where to solve this equation. Okay, I will make like that. I will go back. Okay, again. Okay, so therefore here you are going to find the square numbers. Okay, if to fair spinners each with 4 faces numbered 1 to 4, this is the first, let's say, spinner 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is the second one, also 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to multiply each number that appears in the first spinner and each number that will be appear in the second spinner. Means 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, 1 multiplied by 3 is 3, 1 multiplied by 4 is 4, and so on. Okay, so if these two spinners with 4 faces, okay, faces numbers 1 to 4, are thrown together, and the product of numbers indicated, you see, all of these are the product of numbers. Okay, from this to that, let's say this is square. Okay, that consists of 4 rows. Okay, and 4 columns. Okay, therefore I'm going to first of all find the let's say, sorry again, find the possible outcomes. You can see that if you are going to count, let's say, how many possible outcomes we have, 16, simply because 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Okay, I'm going to find the numbers that it's a square number. Okay, so we can see that one by one is a square number. Okay, this is four is a square number. Also, this one is a square number. Now we have a 3, 1, 4, 4, and what else? Also, 9 is a square number. Also, this 4 is a square number, and this one is 16 is a square number. Okay, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 6. So it will be 6 divided by what, learners? By 16. It will be 6 divided by 16. Okay. Okay, 6 we told divided by 16. I will write the answer here. Okay, we told that we got, when multiplying, let's say, the numbers that will appear in the first spinner and the second spinner, we found, let's say, 6 numbers. Okay, now learners, I will just insert, let's say, uh, material tools or symbols like okay, insert. I'm looking for equation or symbols. Okay, and do like that first. Okay, okay, insert equation. Yes, it's coming here. So therefore, this is the fraction. We told we got, let's say, we got what exactly? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll do it here. Okay, insert. Then I will make copy. Okay, we call the fraction like that. Now I will cut this one. Only this. Okay, cut, and I will write it here. Therefore, we told the 6 outcomes. Okay, out of 16. Out of 16. Okay, why 16? Because 4 by 4. So this one learns is equal to 3 divided by 3 divided by 8. Okay, 3 divided by 3 divided by 8. Okay, okay. So by 8, sorry, by 8, because let's say how many twos it's x is 3, how many twos it will be 8. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Okay, this is of course this one, uh, let's say 6, 4, 12, 1, 4. So all of these are incorrect. Okay, it's a wrong question here. Okay, so it's clear, I thought, that these two spinners are thrown at the same time with 4 faces. Okay, means this is the first, let's say, the first, let's say, numbers in the first spinner, and this is the second one. So, and the question is, you are going to work out their product. Okay, and you should record your answer. The question: what is the probability of the spins indicate a product which is a square number and even? Okay, so as here as an even number, I would just cancel what? Cancel the 1 is not even, and I will cancel the 9 is not even. Okay, so we can see 1 by 1 is 1 is an odd number, so I should cancel it here. Okay, then 4 is even and a square number, so we should put into consideration this number. And also this is 4. This is 9 is odd number, so we should cancel it out. So therefore, how many I should cancel? 9 and what else? And 1. Therefore here it will be uh, okay, it will be 4 divided by 16, which is equal to 1 over 4. Okay, yes, this one is the correct answer. Therefore, learners, okay, the correct answer, it will be exactly the sub question or sub option C. Okay, Now, if we suppose that the even number is not given, so it will be 3 divided by 8 or 6 divided by 16. Okay. And the next question, just like that, the question is, okay, I will make this is, may I will use this one, I need it. Okay. So if we suppose now the question is looking for even numbers, means this one is what learners, I'll just write the question here, is find, is find the probability, the probability, okay, the probability that the, let's say that its product, its product is a square, is a square, okay, is a square. I'll just exclude this one. Is a square number, okay, and here in this question also an even, also even, also even will be considered. Now, if we suppose that the question is find the probability that is a square number, I can let's say that is a square, okay. So it will be 4 over 16, which is 1 over 4. If we suppose now the question is like that, this is small a, okay, I will make small b here, okay, small b, like that. This is small b. I will suppose that I'm going to find the probability, okay, of the event that it's a square and odd number. Okay, odd number. Now change this one as odd number. Okay, how many in fact odd numbers and are a square number? So we have 1 and we have 9. Okay, the only square number that is odd in this simple space diagram is 1 and 9. So it will be 2 divided by the total of possible outcomes. It will be 2 divided by 2 divided by 16, which is equal to 16. 2 divided by 16, which is equal to 1 over 8. Okay. What else? Now, if we suppose that I'm going to find a square number, okay, and even it will be an even number, or let's say an odd number. So we are going to add what? 2, okay, plus 4 is 6, all divided by 16 equal 3 over 8. I'll just add this one here. Okay, this is C. So I'll just make like that. Okay, okay. I will make small if it is possible. I will see. I went 12, 11, 14. Okay, 14 now 12. Okay. Therefore, this is the question C. Question C. Try to find, let's say, the probability. Find the probability that we told that is a square. That is a square number. That is a square number. Okay. Let's say even or odd. So we are going to make 6 because 6 outcomes over the total of the possible outcomes, which is 16. So I will divide by the common factor here. It will be 2. 6 by 2 is 3, and 16 by 2 is 8. Okay. So here we have 3 possible, let's say, questions that can come in this kind of questions. Okay. And I got, let's say, I wish that you got the point. How can you explain this? What else? For the second one, question number, we move to the next one. Okay. The second question, learners, will tell you that I'll just come here. Okay. Okay. If y equal 1 plus 0.4 sec theta and theta is pi, then the value of y is clear here, that is equal to, okay, it's equal. Okay, so I will make a shape. You can read the question till I will explain this for you learners. Okay, okay, now I will try to insert a symbol of sec and sine. First of all learners, I will just write y equal 0.4, 0.4. Okay, sec of theta, sec of theta. Okay, sec of theta, what is it, theta? Okay, yes, 1 plus, okay, 1 plus, 1 plus. This is my original equation. But you already know that sec of theta is 1 over cosec. This one can be written as 1 plus 0.4. Okay, I will open, let's say, I will use this fraction, multiply by 1 over cosine of the angle theta. Simply because cosine and sec are called the reciprocal function. Okay. Therefore, so we will change, let's say now theta is pi, therefore now I can write like that. If theta is equal to pi, if theta, okay, if theta is equal to pi, therefore pi means 180 degree, 180 degree, I will just write 180 degree, or also at the same time is labeled or is the same as the value of pi radius. Okay. Now I will use the first one. This is fy equal. Okay. I will make this is bigger so that you can see. Okay, approximately like that. 20 is better for you. Let's do it as a 20. Okay. So the full learners, I will just I will extend this one. Okay. So I will just write my function y. Therefore, y is equal to, okay, this is 1 over 1 plus 0.4. Okay. I will make like that. Y is equal to, let's say replace now theta by pi, cosine of pi. Okay. Cosine of pi, r is pi, Mr. Murad, or 180. Okay, whatsoever you wrote, you should find the same value. Okay, I will erase this theta. But cosine of pi learners is always equal to minus 1. Okay, so this one equal, in fact, equal 1. Okay, plus what? Plus 0.4. Okay, multiply between parentheses 1 over cosine of pi, it will be 1 divided by minus 1. Okay, 1 divided by minus 1. And 1 divided by minus 1, you already know that is negative 1. 1 over minus 1. I will close the parentheses there. And if you are going to multiply this by minus 1, you will get 1 minus 0.4. Okay, and 1 minus 0.4 learners is equal to equal what exactly? Equal 0. Okay, I will just write it minus 0.4. Okay, why is 0.4 learners? Because 1 divided by minus 1 is minus 1 multiplied by 0.4 gives exactly minus 0.4. Then this one should be subtracted from 1. Okay, I will just 14, 16. Okay, so this one learns is equal to what? In fact, equal 0.6. 0.6. Okay, so in the final exam, maybe this kind of questions will be appeared, but with diverse verses, means with other. For example, the question will be y equal 1 plus to the power 3. Okay, whatsoever. I will give this example. For example, if we suppose, I'll just give an example like that. I need this. So we told that the correct answer is zero point 0.6. Okay. Now, learners, now, uh, okay, if we suppose that y, I will just make paste. Okay, like that. I need this here. If we suppose that y equal, okay, I need this one down, down, down. Okay. If we suppose learners that y is a function in terms of sec square and cosec square, I will suppose that, okay, uh, y is equal to sec square. I'll just write here sec square, okay, or sec to the power 3, whatsoever, okay, of between parentheses 2 theta, 2 theta, 2 theta, I'll just, okay, 2, 2 theta, minus pi, minus pi. I will try to put pi here, okay. Then I will close the parentheses, plus what? Plus 3, plus, for example, 0 point, okay. I will erase all of this, no need, okay. Plus 0.4, okay, cosec, I'll change this by cosec, okay, plus cosec, sec to the power 2, for example, okay. Now theta plus pi, okay. The question is, find the value of these, of the function y that is written in terms of sec to the power 3 of 2 times theta minus pi and plus 0.4 sec square of theta plus pi. First of all, you should, let's say, reverse sec cubed with 1 over, let's say, 1 over cosine square, and this is cosec square. Okay. Now I'll just write this as that. It will be equal 1 over, okay, sec square, in fact, is 1 divided, by what? By cosine square of, by cosine, we call, okay, cosine what? Cosine cubed 2 theta minus pi. Then plus, okay, plus 0.4, multiplied by cosec square of theta plus pi is 1 over sine square of theta plus pi. I'll just make like that, multiply by this fraction, which is 1. I will write here 1, divided by what, learners? By cosine square. Okay, by cosine square. So as I find, or I wrote this with their reciprocal functions, okay, now I can, let's say, substitute the given angle, the given angle. For example, now the question is find y if, okay, the question is that if, okay, copy, I'll make here if it is possible. Now the question, if y equal sec cubed 2 theta minus pi plus 0.4 cosec square theta plus pi, okay, the question, find the value, find y, find the value of y when theta equal, for example, I'll just use this one, when theta, when down, coming down. Theta when theta is equal to okay, this is called the sec square. This is sine square. Sine square. This one is sine square. Okay. I will suppose now that is I will consider pi over 2. Okay. Theta is equal to okay 0. Okay 0. Okay. So I just write theta equal pi over 4. Okay. Pi divided by 4. Therefore, just here you are going to replace theta with the value pi over 4, and you are going to use a calculator. Okay, you will use your scientific calculator. Okay, like that, divide by 4. Okay, now I will just write this again, learners. It will be like that. Okay, I will use now. Okay, this is given that. I will make here the first. Okay, this is equal. Okay, equal with all. I will make small. Okay, make it small, no problem. Okay, no, okay, no problem. A small 16, make 14. Yes, okay. Now, learners, I will try to substitute theta with pi over 4. I'll just write it here. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Okay, I will extend this up. Okay, now I will try to use this one. Okay, and I will find the value of y. I will write what exactly. Y is equal. Okay, then I'm going to write theta with pi over 4. So you can see that this is pi over 4 multiplied by 2 will give me, let's say, pi over 2 minus, okay, pi over 2, okay, or pi over 6. I will suppose this is pi over 6, so it will be possible. Okay, therefore, I will make 2 times pi over 6. It gives pi over 3. I will just write here pi over, okay, because 2 pi divided by 6 is pi, okay, pi over 3 with all, minus what? Minus pi, and here pi over 6 plus pi. You can see this one, it will be pi minus 3 pi divided by 3 gives immediately to minus 2 pi over 3, and this one pi over 6 plus pi will be 7 pi. I'll just write here, then I'll simplify. So this one, learners, should be equal to what? Okay, equal, sorry, equal, go back, right? Okay, copy. This one is equal to this. Okay, cosine square of pi over 3 minus pi, learners, it will be pi over 3 minus 3 pi over 3, so it will be minus 2 pi over 3. Then I will cancel this negative pi because already it's calculated. Then pi over 6 plus pi, you can write it as 6 pi over 6. Therefore, pi plus 6 pi over 6 will give you 7 pi over 6. Okay, 7 pi over 6. Now I will cancel this positive pi. Then just calculation. You can use a calculator. It will be learners. Okay, I'm going to use my calculator. Okay, this is my scientific calculator. Okay, in where exactly? In my phone. I'll just write 1 divided by, between parentheses, okay, between parentheses, cosine, okay, uh, cosine minus 2 pi minus 2 shift pi okay, divided by 3, and I will close the parentheses to the power 3. Okay. So then plus 0.4 multiplied by, let's say I can write it as multiply by into parentheses 1 divided by sine square of 7 pi over 6. Sine, okay, divided by 1 over, okay, sine square, okay, sine square of 7, shift pi, on 7 shift, we have pi over 6, close the parentheses, then raise is raised to the power 2, okay, watch the screen more, has issue, okay, so we turn to the power what? To the power 2, squared means. So this one gives in fact equal 98 point equal 98.88. Okay, this is the answer. Okay. So this is learns how can you find the value of the function written in terms of sec and cosec. Okay, and whatsoever, let's say the value of theta. So just substitution after, let's say, rewriting your original equation by their reciprocal function of sec and cosec, then just substitution. Okay, and you see this number 98.88 means that some of learners in grade 12 they will get, let's say, this mark in the final exam, and make sure that you will be okay. This is 98, you see it, 98.88 means in fact uh, let's say 99. Okay, I'll check this one, learners. Okay, therefore I'll just go back to this one. Okay, so okay, so I wish you got the point, learners. How can you find the value of any function, trig function? Okay, and whatsoever, let's say, the angle that will be given, just to replace by, and think of, let's say, writing sec and cosec as their reciprocal function, and the question will be solved as that. Okay, so this one I will just see where can I will cut this, I will put it somewhere. Okay, I will cut this. Okay, therefore, okay, I will put it here, it's better for question 20. Question 20, I will put what is what I considered. Okay, like that. So that will be saved here. Okay, I'll just make it small like that is possible. Okay, okay. Now, learners, we just explained how can you find the value of an equation. Okay, and now we move to the second question. Okay, so this equation, learners, you can see it here, is telling you that if 3 tangent square equal 1, then the values of x, where x, let's say, is more than 90 degree and less than 270 degree. Okay, are 150, 210, or 120, 240, or 150, 240, or 120, and 210. So first of all, learners, you are going to write this as that. Okay, I will use this one. Okay, okay. Now I will put like that. I will cancel all of this. Okay, this is now, learners, the question is we have 3 tangent, 3 times tangent. Okay, 3 tangent square tangent square. Okay, 10 square now comes here. Okay, I will write tangent. Okay, tangent square. Okay, of what? Of x equal of x equal what? Equal 1. Okay, this is your equation. Okay, now learn try to. So this one will give us exactly, if you are going to divide both sides by uh, by 3, we get, let's say, tangent square. Sorry, tangent square. It will give you tangent square equal 1 divided by 3. Equal 1 divided by 3. This is the first step. Okay, 1 over 3. Therefore, we should take, let's say, the square root for both sides. Okay. Now, this will give us exactly, okay, I will make like that, or I will write this one first. Okay. So this one will give me my kids exactly. Okay. Will give, I will make root of, okay, root of tangent square. Okay. I'll just make like that. Okay. Equal, in fact, equal, sorry, equal plus negative, equal plus negative root of 1/3. Okay. Root of 1/3. Okay. I'll just write here. Root of 1/3. Okay. Now we are going to know that x, in fact, is between 90 and 270, means in the first quadrant and in the third quadrant. So in the first quadrant, the tangent is positive because sine of cosine. Sine positive, cosine is positive. And in the third quadrant, cosine is negative and sine is negative. Therefore, negative sine divided by k. Therefore, I will just write this as, okay, I will write now this one will give me exactly, I'm going to find the value of x. Okay, okay, I will just erase this limit. I will make enter. Therefore, 10 or x, so x equal 10 minus 1, 10 minus the inverse function, I mean, okay, equal, equal, sorry, equal, okay, equal 10 minus 1, the inverse function of tangent, okay, minus 1, of what? Of root of 1/3, root of 1/3. You can use the calculator, of course, plus negative, okay, okay. Means what, doctors? So this one, if I going to use a calculator, you will do like that. So we have 10 minus 1. Okay. All of you, let's say your calculator with you, make shift 10 of 1 divided by root of a 3. Okay. By a 3. Where is it? So this one will give me exactly pi over 6. Okay, will give me exactly pi over 6 or 30 degree. Okay, will give me, okay, give me exactly called 30 degree. Okay, which is equal in fact to 30 degree. Okay, this is degree multiply by, okay, shift control, multiply by pi by pi divided by pi, we told divided by 180. This is to convert degree to radius. Pi over 180 degree. 180 degree. Okay. Therefore, learners, You can, let's say, cancel the common factor between 30 and 180. It will be, in fact, pi over 6. Okay, equal pi over 6. This is the angle pi over z pi inverse pi over 6. So, means what exactly? Means that pi over 6 in terms of radians is equal to 30 degree in terms of degree. Okay. Therefore, let's say if you are going to find the first value, you will tell that theta, therefore, theta, in fact, this is positive. Root of one third is positive, means in the first quadrant and the third quadrant. So the first angle is pi over 6. Okay. And the second one, you are going to add pi. Pi over 6 plus pi is 7 pi over 6. Therefore, x is equal pi over 6, or let's say 7 pi over 6. 7 pi over 6, simply because you are going to add a pi. Okay. And the pi over 6 is, in fact, if you want to write it as, let's say, as just as okay, you are okay, no problem. Okay, just resolve this. Okay, but here, learners, you can see that I'll just put this there. My angle, in fact, is between 90 and 270. Okay, 90. Where is the question? 90 and 270. Okay. So this one is as, or we can write it as as degree. It will be equal to 30 degree. Okay. If you want to, of course, to write it in degree unit, okay, pi over 6 is 30 degree, and 7 pi over 6 is equal to 30 degree plus 180. So it will be equal exactly pi plus pi over z will be 210, means 30 degree plus 180 is 210 degree. Therefore, go back to your interval, okay, and check if these angles are really lying in this interval. So 210 is less than 270 and more than 90. And let's say 30 is, let's say, less than 90. Okay. And so you are going to cancel this one. Okay. Pi over 6 should be cancelled. Okay. I will cancel this one. Okay, simply because the interval tells you that x is between 90 and 270, and we found that tangent, the inverse of tangent of one root of one third is 30 degree. Okay, but 30 degree is not in your interval 90 270 degree. Therefore, you are going to cancel this one. Okay, this is the first step. Now we move to the second one. If x is tangent minus 1 of minus 1 over minus 1 of root of 1/3, means like that. This is the first case. The second case. Okay. Here we told this 130 is excluded. Okay. This one is excluded. Okay. I will just write here is excluded. Okay. Simply because does not exist, doesn't belong to this interval. I'll move to the next one now. Okay, go back. I will make small at least. So I wanted 12. Okay, let's see. 12. Okay. Okay, do like that. Okay. Now we move to the next part. I will see when exactly is negative. So this is the first case. We go to the second case. I will do it now here. Okay. because we told that we have two values. Now tangent minus 1 of minus, then the negative sign, because I take the positive sign, then now the negative sign. Use a calculator and make, let's say, okay, and make what exactly? Make minus, okay, minus. So it will be negative 30. It will be equal to negative 30. And negative 30 degree, boys, it will be 360, okay, plus 30. 360 minus 30. I'll just write as 360, okay, plus negative what? Plus negative 30 means negative 30 degree, okay. Oh, okay, the symbol of degree is that, okay. And you know that in the second, let's say in the fourth quadrant and in the second quadrant, the tangent is negative. Why? Because in the second quadrant, cosine is negative and sine is positive. Positive over negative is negative. And in the fourth quadrant, cosine is positive and sine is negative. So negative and positive, it will be negative. That's why in the second and the fourth quadrant, tangent is negative. Okay, so 360 minus 30 degree gives 330 degree equal 330 degree. But 330 degree, learners, does it belong to the interval 90 to 270? So no. Okay, if you want to change this as radians, it's easy for you. You make 330 multiplied by, okay, 330 multiplied by what? Okay, multiplied by, what is multiply? Multiply 8. Multiply by pi over 180. 180 degree. Okay, this one if you are going to convert to radians. Okay, now learners, you can notice that I will try to write this as radians. Okay, so how many 30 in 180? It will be 6. How many 30 in 330? It will be 11. So the answer is 11 pi over 6. So this is 11 pi over 6. Okay, and 11 pi over 6 is 330. So this angle, okay, I will exclude this, but you can see that 150, because it was sine tangent is negative in the second quadrant. Okay, and the next angle should be 180, means this is the first angle, and the second one is 150, and 150 in fact is between 90 and less than 270. Therefore, the correct answer, I would just write or x is equal to 150 degrees. And the question is looking for the solution for this equation. You see 210 is the first solution. I will color it with a different color if it is possible. And 150 is, okay, is what exactly? Okay, is what exactly? Is a solution of my equation in the interval, of course. Therefore, the solution now, I'm going back to this equation and I will see what exactly the value is looking for. So we have 150 and 210 degrees. Also, we have 120 and 240, and 150 and 240, and 120 and 210. Therefore, the correct answer of this is the first one. Okay, I wish this question is understood. Okay, and what else? Okay, so here, which let's say solution we excluded? We exclude the first solution, x equal pi over 6, which is 30 degree. I exclude this. Then also I excluded 330 degree, which is 11 pi over 11 pi over 6. These two angles are excluded because they aren't belonging to the interval that is given. Okay. Thank you for listening. Inshallah, next time we continue. Okay. I promise you that I will be with you always and try to focus on this revision and prepare yourself. Okay. Thank you for listening. What else? This is what Mr. Mulad. Okay. I will make enter here. So I will. Yes. Okay. I wish that's the clear learns. Okay. And if you have doubt, don't hesitate to answer me to ask your questions or send your questions by WhatsApp. Okay. Or while being online, you can open the chat and you can ask for which question that is not clear for you. Thank you for listening. Okay. I wish that it's clear for you learners. I will cross this no need. Okay. This is also no need. Okay. May I will see the let's say the following question. I will prepare you for next lecture. You are going to think of this question. I will give you two questions. Okay. And if let's say every one of you has to try. Okay, social comments display here. Social comments. I will just okay open social comments so that you can answer or getting chatting. Hi there. I will just hi there. If you have a doubt, if you okay, hi there. I wish to clear that is enough clear. Okay, for reasoning, for reasoning, for reasoning. Sorry for some word for reasoning. Okay, and if you have questions, okay, some challenge learns more. Okay, okay, what else? So, okay. Now the question is that learners that you should think about it. I will give you next time. Okay. I wish that all of you will get this 98.88. You see, Mr. Murad, they gave you an example, okay, of a function sec cubed times 2 theta minus pi plus 0.4 cosec square times of theta plus pi, where theta is pi over 6. If you are going to calculate this one, you will see the, let's say, the value of 98.88, okay? And this one, this example, this result should, you should, let's say, get this mark in your final exam of math. Okay, it's not easy, it's not difficult, but train yourself and prepare yourself from now so that you'll be familiar with the final exam questions. Okay, and what else? So the coming question, the upcoming revision for tomorrow, it will be that. CZ, the pioneer of method, the pioneer in methods. Okay, Murad Sultan Azwidi, HSM. Okay. The question is given Z1 is a complex number such that the modulus of Z1 is 1 and the argument of Z1 is 2 pi over 3. The question is write Z1 in the form of x plus iy. Okay, this is the question. I'm going you to I'm trying you to try this question by yourself, and we will meet you tomorrow and we'll do the example. And those who did correctly, I am encouraging you. Okay, this is the question. And after that, find the argument of z to the power 3. Okay, yes. And if you are going to use the De Moivre formula or Diller formula whatsoever, this is depends on your let's say knowledge of this chapter. Okay. Thank you for listening. Inshallah, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Just I will save this one, learners. Okay. this is your question before. Okay, okay, this is the question. If you want, I will reduce it like that. Okay, this is the question exactly, and make sure that this question will come in the final exam, and you should prepare yourself for for it. Okay, where it will be to the power 4 argument of z to the power 4, or argument of z 1 divided to the power 3 divided by argument of something like that. Okay, we'll explain everything here, and I wish that I was answering you. Okay, while thinking, while sitting in your homes and thinking of the questions and looking or seeking for answers, but may you didn't reach the answer or the way of reasoning. Now, your Murat Sultan is here to explain. Nice job. This is 300. Okay, I'll just see this one. Okay, thank you. Yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, okay. Now some learners from Central Command have just now sent me messages. Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher. Good job. Thank you, teacher. I hope so that you got the point. How can you uh, work with this kind of questions? And it's an advice while examining. Try to be, let's say, calm, very calm and relax. Whatsoever the question, you can do. Whatsoever the question, you can, let's say, solve it. Okay, simply because you are the most of the most intelligent students. Okay, and I wish that this revision is, let's say, helpful, and what else, and and let's say meaningful also, or significant revision for you. Okay, tomorrow I'll be with you also. Try to join, and thank you for listening, and goodbye. I just now stop the sharing. Okay, okay, like that. I will stop the sharing. Okay, so try to do this kind of examples. Okay, and try to depend on yourselves. Okay, don't depend, let's say, on the no. Okay, because you are very smart, very intelligent. Believe in yourself and keep it up and never stop. Okay, thank you and goodbye. End the stream. Yes, I'm going to end the stream now. See you inshallah tomorrow, and you should ask, you should answer the question that I already gave now, so that at least you will be on the same level that of the explanation and of the online revision. Okay, this online revision is done for your sakes and for helping you, for answering your questions, for let's say uh, answering, for giving you feedbacks. Okay, and what else? And goodbye, good night, see you tomorrow. Thank you, goodbye.